what I have. I'm going to know that you know it because we're going to get to write and draw on this paper right here, and I have one for all of you. And this is going to go in your clipboard. And this is going to be how you're going to show me that you know it about your story. I'm going to keep this up here because I'm going to go back to this every once in a while to kind of remember, what are we doing again? What is this that we're learning about today? When I say go, I'm looking for a friend who might be able to help me pass out some papers. That's if I can find somebody who's making those good choices. But I want to go over our story real quick. Because our task is I'll know that I know the characters in the story when I can write or draw about the characters in the story. And this is what I've got up right here. It says we're going to retell the story. What are we going to do to the story? Retell the story. And then we're going to draw an important part of that story. And I'm going to show you what that can look like or sound like. And then over here, we're going to talk about the ways friends can get along. And then one way friends can get along when we draw that picture. It could be anything that you think that might be something to show me that what you think looks like getting along as friends. We went through and retold the story. We can use this up here as our key to help us with it too. What we're going to look for is an important part of the story. I shared a piece that I thought was important about the story because it was connecting to how do friends get along. I'm going to draw because it's telling me here to draw the important part about the story. For me, that important part of the story is when I notice that bear, and I'm going to do my best drawing, by the way. All right, I've got my bear. Here's my bear. Okay? There's my bear. Absolutely, you can do it with me. Because the next part you're going to do on your own. This is the part we're going to do together.
Do we got to do it with you?
Yes, let's do it together. I'm going to draw my bear. You draw your best bear. Because he was an important part of the story. He was an important character. Fantastic. Give yourself a smile for that one. The next one, I got to draw a duck. Or a goose, excuse me, a goose. Because Goose was another character in the story. But we're going to do it together. Me neither. I'm going to do it though. Let's do it together because we're going to be positive and we know we can do it, Ethan. All right, here's my goose. And
Can I see, you want to see my goose and my bear? Look at my goose and
it's my goose. And I'm going to draw that he's coming over here. He's got his hands. And he's going to get our third character, which was Fox. Who was our third character? Everybody, who was our third character? I still only have one friend. Who was our third character? Thank you. I'm going to come over here and get Fox. All right, so here's my fox. I'm going to draw another little fox. All right. And this is an important part of the story because it's when we recognize that Goose goes to Bear and say, you're my old grumpy friend. But Fox, you're my new friend. And we can get along together. And what do they end up playing? That's my jump rope. And that was the important part of the story, is when they all come together and get along. Which then goes back to my question, how can friends get along? And we're not just talking about the friends, we're talking about the characters in the story. Our fictional story, we know it's made up, we know the animals can't talk. But the idea is that whether we're these two girls in the picture or the three friends in the picture here, we can get along by doing the same things.